Hello everyone, I'm Akanksha and you are watching our YouTube channel TNV Academy. Let's start with today's session on the topic why audits actually fail. Audits are meant to build trust. Whether it is a quality audit, safety audit, financial audit or compliance audit, the purpose is simple: to verify that systems are working as intended. Yet despite good intentions, many audits fail, not always officially but in impact. They fail to uncover real issues, fail to drive improvement, and sometimes even fail to protect organizations from risk. So, why does this happen? Why do audits that are designed to strengthen systems often fall short? Let's explore the real reasons audits actually fail and what that means for organizations today. So the first reason is here. It begins with the wrong mindset. Audit failure often starts long before the audit day. Many organizations see audits as a formality, something to pass rather than something to learn from. When the goal becomes getting a certificate, avoiding non-conformities, or impressing the auditor, the true purpose of auditing disappears. Employees prepare documents just for the audit. Processes are temporarily cleaned up, problems are hidden instead of addressed. In this mindset, the audit becomes a performance, not an evaluation. And when truth is replaced by presentation, failure is already in motion. Now, poor planning leads to weak execution. Even with good intentions, audits fail when they are not properly planned. A rushed audit schedule, unclear scope, or incomplete checklist create gaps. Auditors may focus too much on documentation and ignore processes' effectiveness. Important departments may not be included. Risk may not be prioritized. Without a structured planning, the audit becomes shallow. Instead of examining how processes truly function, it simply confirms that paperwork exists, and paperwork alone does not guarantee compliance or effectiveness. Now, lack of auditor competence. An audit is only as strong as the auditor conducting it. If auditors lack proper training, industry knowledge, or understanding of standards, they may miss critical issues. Some auditors focus only on minor findings while ignoring systemic weaknesses. Others may hesitate to ask deeper questions. Effective auditing requires technical knowledge, analytical thinking, communication skills, and professional skepticism. When these qualities are missing, audits lose depth and credibility. Now, fear and organizational culture. Culture plays a massive role in audit outcomes. In environments where employees fear punishment, they are less likely to be transparent. Instead of openly discussing problems, they may provide rehearsed answers. Management may discourage sharing weaknesses to protect the organization. When fear dominates, audits become artificial. A healthy audit culture encourages openness, learning, and continuous improvement. Without that culture, audits fail to uncover the truth. Now, over-resilience on documentation. One of the biggest misconceptions is that if it is documented, it is compliant. Many audits focus heavily on procedures, records, and forms. But documentation only shows what is supposed to happen, not what actually happens. Real effectiveness lies in observing processes, interviewing employees, and evaluating results. When audits become document-checking exercises, they fail to measure performance. Systems may look perfect on paper but be ineffective in practice. Now, lack of management involvement. Audits lose impact when leadership is disengaged. If top management treats audits as a task for the quality department only, improvement becomes limited. Management commitment is essential for corrective actions, resource allocation, and strategic alignment. When leaders actively participate, audits drive meaningful change. When they don't, findings remain unresolved and problems repeat. Now, ineffective corrective actions. Even when audits identify issues correctly, failure can still occur afterward. Corrective actions are sometimes superficial, addressing symptoms instead of root causes. Organizations may rush to close findings without proper investigation. Root cause analysis is skipped or poorly executed. As a result, the same issues resurface in future audits. True improvement requires honest analysis, accountability, and sustained monitoring. Then comes the next reason, treating audits as one-time events. Audits are often treated as annual events instead of continuous processes. Preparation begins weeks before the audit and ends once it is over. The cycle creates temporary compliance rather than sustained performance. Effective systems operate consistently throughout the year. Continuous internal reviews, monitoring, and improvements ensure that audits become confirmations of good practice, not emergency events. Now, turning audit failure into success. Audits do not fail because the standards are weak. They fail because of mindset, culture, planning gaps, lack of competence, poor leadership engagement, and ineffective follow-up. When organizations treat audits as learning opportunities rather than inspections, everything changes. Transparency replaces fear, improvement replaces image management, and compliance becomes a natural outcome rather than a forced objective. In the end, audits are powerful tools, but only when used honestly and strategically. If organizations shift their perspective from how do we pass to how do we improve, audits will stop failing and start transforming performance. If you found this session insightful, remember, audits aren't about catching mistakes. They are about building stronger systems. The next time you prepare for an audit, ask yourself, are we performing for the auditor or are we improving for ourselves? That simple shift can make all the difference. That is all about today's session. I, Akanksha Mishra, will see you in the next episode of TNV Academy. Until then, like, share and subscribe TNV for more such informative content.